and welcome back to another Craft Sipper review.
Oi oi!
Boys are back in town again.
Baby!
Right, cheeky one from our friends north of the border.
Alright.
Paul will tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah. Big in the sour game, modern sour, it's the Vault City.
Batten up the hatches, the vault is down.
Definitely for this one. What have we got today? Let's get her out the old supper because it's quite warm today. 26.
26.
We don't want no warm beers.
Sort of in the evening now as well, so
yeah,
it's still
nice.
Holding on to a bit of classic UK heat. Oh, it's
Absolutely.
a tight one around there.
Tight. I didn't want to, struggle and get that out for ages, so that's that done.
So here we go.
Let's have
Without
a look.
further ado, guys.
Without further ado, we've got none other than Bucky. Big up the Buckfast. So
yes.
now this one, what can we say about this one? So Buckfast for starters, I'd never heard of it. Good old Beza and Andy. It's basically, they told me that it's a fortified wine made by the old monks from Buckfast Abbey down in Devon.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So as you can see on this one, we've got a crazy looking monk with a lot of hair missing.
It
looks like
an egg.
Conjuring up.
It's like an egg on his head with a nest around it, sort of.
The original egghead. He is, isn't he? Have a look at that, guy. Crazy can.
Mental,
crazy.
Absolutely mental, man. I love it.
Lovely orangey red and purple on there. Promises of black currants. There's a blackcurrant Bucky. Now Buckfast, I forgot to mention, normally is a fortified wine with caffeine in it. Can't see any caffeine in this, which I was a little bit disappointed about, but...
And I've had Buckfast a couple of times, and I don't know why I've always had it at the end of the evening. Why you'd have it near the end of the evening, because it feels like you're starting your evening again. You literally just...
Wreck the hoosh juice.
Proper, it is wreck the hoosh juice. Exactly that, man, exactly that.
This one I picked up a little while ago from Have I Got Brews For You. Quite a pricey little number, £9.39, but she is no session sour like it stipulates on the front. It's 10.5%.
Woohoo! A&E job if you have too many of them.
First beer of the night for me and old Beza.
Little agitation.
Yeah, give it a little bit of agitation.
Doesn't specify as Vault City normally would on their cans, and they tend not to on the
fancy ones.
Fancier ones, let's say. Shake to wake.
Because we don't want to wreck the can.
No.
We want to wreck the hoosh, but not the can. So the wee bit, just a wee bit of agitation, as they say up in Scotland. I think that'll do.
Lovely.
Do you want to open it?
It's
or
like you said, yeah, I'll go for the pour,
give
man.
you the little pour.
It's like you said,
so blow the eyes on this one, and then obviously whatever was left in your one, because we've only got one Teku, you know what happened to that. Here he is, Public Enemy #1. But we love you, don't we, Snowy? Do you like that? You see, I don't want to wreck the hoosh.
I was going to
juice.
do what you've been doing quite a lot recently, and that is...
What's that, mate?
Doing a bit of a pour, when you get to that last bit, then give it a little swirl round.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
I think so, because there's been a few times where it's just gone over the top, and then you don't want to mess it up. Like, you don't want to mess up the levels of carbonation in there either, and it suddenly goes flat or...
So at the moment, colour-wise...
It's quite light for how strong
it's kind of like a hazy rosé, isn't it? That sort of colour.
Kind of is. It looks like it's got quite a bit of body in there, but I guess that's the high alcohol content. Don't look super thick, but...
Let's give it that little rouse up in there.
Give it a little rousey manousey.
So you can
you can see the bits in there.
Yeah, man.
Bitty. Very nice. So, it seems to, like, as Bez was saying, when you swish that last bit, it seems darker now. It's gone a bit darker, maybe, towards the bottom.
We might have hit a cloud, you never know.
Yeah.
It's 26 degrees, but we're still graced with
26 degrees of overcast, blue skies, you know the drill over here.
Get the can on there. You can have a
Is he facing the front for a check?
Oh, he is.
Because I always forget that. I never line it up. It never lines up. But...
I said to Paul in a recent video, I said before the video, I was like, about 4 times in the last video, you kept putting the can back over here, and I'm like, just slightly while he was talking.
He was tapping me under the table, but I don't understand sign language.
Yeah, I know, you know what I mean.
Especially when recording.
Taps and clicks.
Stop hitting me, man! I'm trying to do a video.
Code or something. Right, let's get that on the old snout.
Let's have a little cheers first. Cheers to a nice evening.
Right.
They did say, expect taste of cough mixture. That's what I'm sort of getting. I can smell the booze.
There's that sort of... There's
blackcurrant.
There's a blackcurrant. There's the smells that you should be smelling.
Like
it's sweet, it's blackcurrant.
You can sort of smell like a winey taste, maybe.
It reminds me of when you put lemonade in a red wine. It's got that smell about it.
Spritzer.
Yeah, but in
Oh,
like
in a red wine. Oh,
red
yeah.
wine,
I've never tried that. I've
almost
tried white
going
wine.
on the verge of like when I go to Spain, sangria. Not quite done the same, but
it's got some nice legs, mate.
But going back to the coffee, it's got a medicinal smell about it.
It has.
There's a and when I say sweet, more like a honey sweet than like a sugar.
Yeah,
sweet.
It does smell like
nicer.
Blackcurrant.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Let's give
But do you know what? You said booze.
See
I
the legs?
feel like I smelt there.
I don't know if it was the smell of the coffee mixture.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll find out now.
Got a sore throat, let's just solve it. That tastes like that sweet. What is that?
Where did the blackberry just come from?
It's crazy, isn't it?
I always said blackcurrant first. Blackberry, sorry.
I said blackcurrant earlier, I meant blackberry, sorry. It's a Blackberry Buckie, isn't it? Blackberry Buckie!
Yeah.
Don't want to get that wrong, you'll come and haunt us.
That literally, it was only just about there on the nose, but that is a real... Do you know what? And because it is actually a really nice drink, but one of the quite a popular taste in my mouth at the moment. A blackberry lozenge.
That's what it is!
Like a hall soother.
Do you know what? This is crazy, right? You know those...
But if you say that, you're all thinking...
No.
Why?
No.
It literally tastes... It tastes
It does
amazing.
taste really lovely. It tastes like sweet, sour-wise.
There's a
little
on my
twang.
tongue.
Yeah, there is a twang, yeah. But it's not overly sour. It's not
No,
a little bit sweet, but I've got to interrupt you, Bezza. I don't like sweets really. I've never been a sweet person. I love chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah, 100%.
But those strawberries that are flat.
Yes. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't know. There's some taste I can't.
Or if they
put
did
my
one of those
finger-
sweets as a blackberry, it'd definitely be that, yeah. Because there is that sweetiness about it, that kind of artificial sweetness.
Maybe.
There's no honey taste there for me now, like I smell.
It's unusual. Isn't it?
The booze is there now.
Yeah, definitely. 10.5 on the old Richter. Bloody Nora. It's pretty nice. It is.
I actually,
it's
do you know
a
what,
little
there's
bit too
probably-
sweet, if anything.
But if you were to have
Could
like
be
one
more
of these
sour.
I don't like rosés and stuff, but if someone presented that to me and said, try that, it's the new rosé, I think I'd start drinking it. Because it has got that wine element about it, and especially in the old Teku glass as well, because you can obviously give it a spin for the legs. It looks nice in the glass.
Look at that. It almost looks like a sunburnt orange when you do that.
It's almost like a blood orange.
But when you Swiss it,
Well,
look, you get that
flesh of a
orange.
blood
It's the
orange.
froth, but it gives it that. It's not a bad drink, that.
It's nice.
It is a bit. Would you say it's a little bit sweet? Like it could be more sour?
It could be a bit more sour, 100%. It could be a bit more balanced. The only thing, which I think maybe if we talk of, we're no brewers, but what would be a good additive, because we're pretty sure that there's no actual Buckfast in here. If we're trying to do an imitation of that drink in their own style. Now,
it's something that's like
that's what you just said, the caffeine. That's my point.
Yeah.
What I think they should have done, because we've had a few sours recently. You had a Neon Raptor one.
Oh my god.
Billie Jean? Jump Billy? Jump Billy Jump?
Oh god.
Anyway, it had caffeine in it.
Jet Set Billy. JSB.
It had caffeine in it. Yeah. And we've had another one recently as well, which is also, it was the Funky Fluids one, the pomegranate and something mocha.
That was Funky Fluid, that Jet Set Billy as
amazing.
Well.
And honestly, putting coffee inside some of these fruited sours sometimes just gives it completely another dimension. If they'd have just added the coffee in there.
Yeah,
we did look at the ingredients.
Because I wanted to see, because we thought it would have the caffeine in, and I had to quickly check before we did the video, and there isn't any caffeine.
Nah.
Coming in with the V.
On the old verdict.
My old mate. I'm going to ask you first, what do you reckon about that?
This is getting a straight out 4 for me.
That was a good score.
4.00 out of 5.00 on the Untapped.
Yeah.
That's lush. No, they really do like that. That's nice.
Good, I'm glad you like it, man. For me, it's going to be a 3.75. Now, that's not a bad score. The only reason I'm giving it that is because I personally feel like it's a little bit too sweet for my liking. I feel it needs to be a bit more sour. Like Bezza said, if there's a bit of coffee in there, it probably wouldn't be a Buckie, but it'd been it would have been. It'd have been a turbo Buckie.
A turbo Buckie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think in a Buckfast you taste the coffee.
Nitro
it's just got
Buckie.
caffeine in it. But yeah, 3.75 for me. I'm not disappointed with it. It's just, it's heavy sweet for me and a little bit sickly. That's what I find, but the flavours are all there that it stipulates, so well done for that.
The fact that he didn't get the extra 0.25 from me because it should have been a bit more sour, and then maybe another 0.25 to have me up to 5 would be the caffeine side.
Absolutely.
If it had those elements, it would be a bit more.
Then yeah. So
but I think
Buckfast 2 Think about the caffeine, Volt, and we will love it even more.
Version
One
2.
little thing I forgot to mention, I even bring up, they did make, I just saw on the side of the can here, the thick sauce. Did you get that?
No, not that
Oh, you
one. I got
didn't.
one of the other ones. I got a different one.
Have a little look at that, guys. You see that thick sauce thing? So they made, this was actually on the side when we went to Have I Got Brews For You. They had the thick sauce in the pots.
on the counter.
Yeah, on the counter.
100%.
Just some cheese, some snacking.
An arrangement of snacks.
Layer it in that sauce, be lovely, lads.
I did get a Volt sauce mixed with another brewer and then thick sauce as well. So it's like a three-way collaboration sauce. I must admit, it's a blackcurrant one. It's got some sort of motif of like illustration of Prince, the artist formerly known as.
Oh yeah.
Symbol, right? And it's called like November Pain is what it's called,
Oh,
right?
November Rain.
And it is absolutely
Guns N' Roses.
ridiculous. It's boiling. As in, I literally had like a little cap just to try it before I committed to putting it on some food. Oh my god! We were saying this earlier.
Was it an RS?
I have lost my tolerance a little bit with spice, unfortunately, these days.
Yeah,
but
he used to be Spice Man. Like, he'd be like, yeah, no worries, man. And then nowadays, I'm the Spice Man, and he's.
I prefer finishing the whole meal rather than struggling with it and sweating into it for 4 hours. So.
Don't get me wrong. We used to make the banging jerk chicken wings when I used to eat meat. I used to make this jerk chicken recipe. I never actually gave Bez the full recipe because I always wanted to come around mine and enjoy the full absolute experience. But we used to love that because the heat was there. It was intense. Make you sweat for a second.
The ginger and the lemongrass and stuff as well, and the lime. Everything about jerk. One of the best coatings. Anyway.
Soaking in the hoistings of
We got away from this a little bit. We start doing we start doing food reviews next and doing a rustler burger and a ginger slice.
Wobba. Would you buy that again, Beza?
I would buy it for the first time. Yeah, I think if I now went out, because obviously we've only had half of this each.
Yeah.
If it's in a stockist somewhere, if Volt has still got some of these, I'll be buying one.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Fair
just
enough,
for my own, so I can put it like.
Yeah.
On the Untapped as well.
Well, you can put that on your Untapped.
Well, yeah.
Don't drink it all. Take a picture at the end. Done. Yeah.
There we go. Done.
For me, nah, not for me.
Be honest. You know, you were. It was a lower rating than mine.
It wasn't quite ticking all my boxes. When they're that expensive, I don't mind it, but they've got to be pucker mucker.
Yeah.
For me, not quite there.
How much?
Too sweet. £9.39. But
so,
it's a big 10.5er, so.
Like my woven
no
water one, American, and my Mortalist one, the Hydra Jamba. Tenors, American imports.
Smoogies.
Absolute bangers.
Yeah.
Okay, the last smoogie we did, we obviously it wasn't.
But then when you compare that to something like Sinister Brew, I know that's a stout, but to me that's worth every penny because it delivers. It's rich, luxuriant, and it feels so special. And you drink something nice. So that's
well,
the
on the sour side of things, being holy.
Yeah, holy Pastore.
That's sort of, but keeping it up north.
Yeah, keep it north.
Keep it north.
Give over.
Well, not,
anyway,
more north than that.
Yeah, more north. You ain't laddie. Cheers, lads. Not a bad little tipple. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, craft_skippers on the big Insta and on the YouTube. I was waiting for you to say them. Later.
Peace out, everyone.
Cheers, boy. The Hoose juice has kicked in.